good day, and I love you. Welcome to the Daily Dose, your daily dose of well-being for May 10th, 2018. I'm Heather Peterson, Lockhart, and I am the Chieftess. I'm a well-being coach, and Monday through Friday, I meditate on current events, today's astrology, some quantum physics, and our biology, and my intuitive understanding of what's up with humanity today. I put that together in a little package, and I present to you how we can show up in our highest capacity and nurture our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. And then I put some skin on it, and I let you know what that looks like in my life today and how I'm showing up to take care of me and mine. So we rollin'. I have a little story for you today. I energetically, intuitively tuned in today to the collective and felt the feels, and you know, whenever I choose whatever it is I share for the day, I am summing up what's going on inside my life personally, those I work with, those I coach, those around me. Just you know, what's the general feel, and the general feel is there's so much transition right now and so much change, and it's coming so quickly and forcefully, you know, that many of us are just feeling tired, pushed, stressed, too much change, chaos, holy crap, I want to quit, right? And I'm like still keeping it positive. I'm still keeping it on the right side of things, choosing the way choosing the words I'm choosing. A bunch of people feel like quitting, you know, they're tired. And so I was thinking today when I was sharing in the village this morning, and I was thinking about a time, so I think this had to be 8 years ago, 9 years ago. It was before, yeah, I'm thinking about 9 years ago. I am in a program of recovery, and I had a tribe. You know, no one gets to a program of recovery because they ate too many green jelly beans or swear at the trees too loudly on Thursdays. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you jacked something up in some way or other to get yourself a seat there. And then there were those of us there in the program that we were still extreme in nature, which when I first got there I thought was so cool, you know. After I stayed around a while, I realized that it was not cool at all to be the wackest of the whack, you know. It's not what you should shoot for in life. So of us, there was a tribe of us, my friends, my close friends, who were just as extreme in nature as I was. I mean, one had jumped out of a 6-story building. You know, one of them had been dead 2 times, once for 16 minutes. I mean, and we all have stories like this. One guy had the SWAT team outside of his house with a 0.5 blood alcohol level. I've had a 0.416. I've jumped out of a 3-story building. I mean, multiple moving cars. I mean, you name it, right? Like, we were just crazy like that, right? So, the man that was my mentor, had an anniversary. And so, when he had this particular anniversary, we had crazy weather. And we had like 26 inches of snow in a week. It was a record breaker at the time. And so everything was completely snowed in. You couldn't get anywhere. You couldn't drive your car, nothing. And he was having this anniversary, and apparently he told me later that I guess his wife said, you know, why don't you just cancel it? Like, nobody can get there. Nobody's going anywhere. And I guess he said he answered her, oh, my tribe will be there. People like Heather will be there. And I remember that day because I remember that crazy got to play. You know, that's the deal with my tribe of people. Like, we like to play with crazy. We like to dance with chaos. And there's no such thing as too much. You know, that was the problem. That's the problem in why I never said uncle or mercy or surrendered my will before. I could take a thorough ass whooping. And this is not like, you know, oh, so tough. None of that. You know, just straight stupid. Like something's broken in the receptor department. You know what I mean? So, so I remember that day, and I remember that there was never an if I wasn't going to his anniversary. It was just, how long was it going to take me to get there? How much food should I pack for the trip? And that's about it. And so I did. I packed up a backpack, and I trekked there. And I don't remember at all how long it took me. I remember that I walked in some serious snow, and when I got tired, I just stopped and smoked a cigarette, because I smoked at the time. And I did that for, it was a while. I mean, it took me at least a couple hours to get there. And when I got there, if I remember correctly, there was 2 other people there and him. And so after this really long, arduous walk, when I was like, this is, I mean, I never was going to give up. Like, this is not my deal. But it was quite a hike to get there. Anyway, when I got there, when I get to the room, you know, there's this small group of people, and we've gathered for a collective purpose, and we are mindful about why we're there, and we are all in a heart space and a mind space to celebrate this individual and to come together. And there's such peace in that room. There's such joy in that room. There's so much love there. And I worked to get there in more ways than one. And there was such joy when I walked in the door, and he smiled kind of like, yeah, I knew you would be here. And I'm like, and I looked at him like, you knew I would be here. Like, there's just no too much. And so I wanted to share that story today because for a multitude of reasons. There are so many of you right now struggling with your addictions. You are this, that, you're the other. And I'll tell you what, you're going to a lot of work to protect that addiction and to engage in addiction. I can say that because I remember how much work I put into mine. There was, you know, there was never going to be too much snow. If I wanted a drink or this or that, I was going to go get it. I was going to put a whole lot of work into it. And so sometimes when we're greeted with life and we think it's so tough, we forget what we're made of. We forget how much work, how much effort we've put into some other things. You know, maybe you don't have an addiction. Maybe you have a relationship or kids or whatever. But you've got areas of your life where you put in the work. You show up. You summon it from somewhere and you get her done. And then, you know, the other side of that is when we do the work and we keep walking one step at a time, we reach the destination. And maybe there aren't a whole lot of people there, but the ones that count are there. The ones that count are there. The people, the things, the stuff that matters is there if we keep walking one step at a time, no matter how high the snow is. And we show up. We show up to life with what we're made of. Each of us has these abilities. Mine is just more extreme in nature, and that's why I share. It's easy to use me as an example. It's really easy to use me as an example. I was very flagrant with everything. There's no like, well, if you look a little deeper, you'll see here that Heather the human exhibits a bit of. It's more like, back up a little bit, because this is where Heather gets live. So, I also want to tell you that there's those of us that like to dance with chaos. There's a lot of us here. And there's some of us that have done the work to be liberated from it and that are joyous and grateful to be able to light the way and hold out hands to help others. You know, that's why I created the Be Human recalibration system. I created a system to show you how to grow into the person you want to be and how to live the life you want to live. Like a play-by-play. How to get your body right, how to get your mind right, how to get your heart right. And you get those right, whoa, lo and behold, your surroundings become right. Right? So, right? So, don't give up today. Lift your eyes, look around. There's one of us. There's one of my tribe around. There's one of my tribe. If you're not of that crazy tribe, there's one of us. There's one of us around ready to lend a hand. You might have to whoop, whoop, holler a little. But I trust you. Trust me. We come. I know a whole lot of us. Every time I'm running towards chaos, there's a person on my right and a person on my left. I love it. We're made that way. Humanity's made to thrive. So keep walking. No matter how high the snow or whatever the challenge today, keep taking steps. You've got it in you. I love you. If you would like for me to take a look at your personal life, if you don't feel like you're reaching your goals and living the life you desire, I would love to help you see and allow you to feel how to move into the solution. Just go to www.thechieftess.com and purchase a connection consultation, and we will hook up and work together. And I would love to do so. Have a great day. Thank you for your time, and I love you.